Good afternoon, everyone on the interwebs, or rather, at least on Facebook. Hey, I just realized something. The clock that I'm looking at is about a minute behind.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we actually started on time, I guess. So
Still 3:00. So
yeah, it's still 3:00. How are you doing, Aaron?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
Well, I'm actually at the church today, and this is an interesting little outage map. Let me see if I can find it on my computer here. Well, I don't know which tab. There it is. There it is. So yeah, and the church is right around this where it says 418 or so. So if you are around St. Paul, there's a good chance that you might be watching this on your phone or maybe on a laptop if you have internet access.
Yeah.
We have battery backup here. I'm thinking it will last through the show, but I'm not sure.
So if David disappears, we know why.
Yeah, you know why. And Aaron, it would be up to you to close things out. But I don't know if you can. I think it'll just keep broadcasting. I guess I'll jump. Well, and I found that not only when I take my phone off our Wi-Fi here, there's no mobile internet. So this might be a really long show with no one on until I can get it turned off.
Yeah.
So yeah, so interesting time. That's why I called it what I did.
Yeah. I didn't even get to see the title yet.
Yeah, the Powerdowned episode.
The Power Down. Wow.
Yeah, the Powerdowned episode. Because who knows? Well, we talked. The church office is officially closed today because of Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And we want to do a shout out to all of our veterans. Those that we know, those that we don't. Thank you guys and gals so much for giving us our freedom, for securing our freedom, so that we might do things like the DNA show, so that we might gather for worship, so that we might follow Jesus the best way we know how. Oh, the electricity just came back on.
Wow. It's a
So,
miracle.
do you hear the sound in the background? Is that coming through?
Yeah, well, I heard the boop.
Okay. Do you hear like a high pitched noise?
No.
Okay, I'll just deal with that then. So that's our fire alarm telling us that, hey, the electricity's back on.
Yeah.
So actually, maybe I'll go and fix that.
Okay.
Do you have a couple announcements, maybe, Aaron, while I go do that? It shouldn't take me too long.
Oh man, I'm trying to think here.
Well, I'll be right back. So you figure it out.
I'll figure it out. Yeah, you go ahead. Well, first of all, I'll echo, what David was saying there about Veterans Day and just how incredibly grateful we are for all of you and for the opportunity to be able to be here and do what we love in freedom. So we're thankful for all of you who have served, those who continue to serve, etc. I was reiterating your.
I'm glad you did, and that sound is so high pitched. I would have been babbling by the end of this.
Yeah.
So it's all good now. Well, another thing, Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans. We could never thank veterans enough. I mean, we live in the greatest country because of the freedom that we have, the freedom to disagree even, and to fight, and to get in bad places. We have that freedom.
Yeah. Now I know what announcement you're trying to get me to remember. Now I know why you ran away. So, so we also wanted to make the announcement or sort of remind everyone, in case you hadn't heard, on Sunday, we had to make the unfortunate choice of moving back online for the rest of November. And so we will not be gathering in the sanctuary as an entire church community. David and I and the worship team, we'll be there. We'll sort of be recording the service as it would naturally occur. Thank goodness we have all the technology we need to be able to do that now. So it makes things a lot easier. Not more preparation than what we would typically do. On a typical Sunday morning. But that being said, we do realize that. We just hope everyone knows it was not the easiest decision in the world for the team to make. And yeah.
No, not at all. And part of the rationale, at least for me, is I would rather us make the decision this way than being forced to make it because we had an outbreak.
Right.
And there have been some Methodist churches that I know of, that I have connection with, who have had to suspend services because they had over 2 dozen. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not just 1 or 2. This thing spreads, and as we, take a look, it is spreading fairly quickly now. And so we're going to, take a step back, and the plan now is to meet again in December. Of course, Advent starts the last Sunday of November, but with Thanksgiving coming, skipping, not worshiping in person that last Sunday gives us a chance to kind of get a sense of what, the Thanksgiving has done to things. Mm-hmm. So, but still planning on December. So that's kind of where we stand now. So we appreciate your understanding and your grace in the midst of these difficult decisions.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, something else I want to mention, and again, I'll do this plug for St. Paul Life, because if you want to be part of the blueprint groups that will be coming up, mm-hmm. You can go here and log in and request to be part of. That's the current one. Oh, and I clicked a button. I'm having to use a laptop. Oh, actually, I don't have to now. Okay, I can use my mouse because the electricity's back on. But you can request to be part of this blueprint group, and then that way we will know that you're interested. Or you can email me or Aaron or Carol at the office. My email is david@stpaulbloomington.org, or you can mention it to us. That works as well. And as we get closer to, we're wanting to start these in January. So if you join in, I never shared the screen, did I?
No.
Usually I've got a much different setup than what I do right now. But anyway, this is the blueprint group here. So if you go to stpaul.life and go to the groups, you will see that group. It'll be in somewhere different, but you look for the blueprint with the little blueprint on it. So, all right. So I think that's it as far as that's going. Our topic, we try to have a topic every week, and we've been focusing on the sermons. And actually, Sunday, Aaron was the one that preached, and I think it's very appropriate.
Yeah.
Because we're celebrating Veterans Day.
Yes.
And you preached on
a life of service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, one of the things that I took away, because in each one of these areas we grow.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes we hear about these folks doing some amazing service, and it's like, oh, I could never do that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, that's like, getting off the couch and running an Olympic race.
Right.
No, you have to train, you have to grow, you have to get in shape to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I love what you said the first step in maturing in a life of service was, because I think it's something everybody can do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know of what I speak of?
Yeah. Being served yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, well, that's brilliant, Aaron.
And it's something that we all have, that, pretty much all of us have an experience with, there are very few people that you can honestly say aren't seeking at all, service. If you look at it through that lens, service is something that is a part of every single one of our lives. And I think that's why Jesus so adamantly brought it up in several of his conversations and said, who is the greatest here? Is it the one who is sitting at the table or the one who serves? And, he points out that most of the time, it's the one who is at the table that people consider to be the greatest among you. But Jesus, he doesn't say that he is the greatest among them, but it's sort of implied. And he says, but I come to you as a servant. And so he just flips that whole concept on us just completely upside down, because in most cases, we think our goal in life is to be the one who is served, the one who has, our personal maids and our chefs and, and all of that stuff. And a lot of people, when they think of, the goal of life, even in a Christian sense, sometimes we can get this concept of it's to be sitting on a cloud somewhere, sipping mimosas. I don't know. Yeah. But if you think back to the garden, and when everything was created, one of the first things that God gives Adam to do is he gives him a job, right? Yeah. He gives him the job to name animals. So service is something we're actually designed to do.
And the thing, I think more practically, we might have that vision in our mind about, it'd be so great to sit in on the beach and everything like that. But here's the thing, you don't find joy in that. You don't find, I mean, there is as a time of rest.
Yeah.
But if that's the lifestyle of just always having people serve you, it does something. And, most, the joy that I see in people's face usually comes after they've made a difference in someone's life, after they've somehow served them.
Yeah. Like here's a question for you. I just want to sort of know if I'm a little bit of a weirdo, David. And well, that we're just both weirdos. But have you ever been on vacation and just felt this strong desire to get back to work?
Never.
Never? Okay, maybe I'm just weird.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think, there's where it's like, you start thinking and having ideas and different things. And it's like, oh, wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And it shows the importance of rest because, you rest and you rejuvenate. But then in that, like, you are so filled and ready to get out and serve that it overwhelms you. And so I guess the question, for me is I look at experiences like that. I'm like, well, why is that? And I think that's because this is what we were designed to do.
Yeah.
We were designed to be at rest all of the time.
Right. And you can think about that person that's just kind of, I think they're on TV. I saw a commercial. I think it's for Grubhub or one of these places that will deliver your food. And the guy's just kind of laying on the couch and this food just kind of comes in. And the whole time he's just sitting there watching TV and you see the beard grow and everything. And I'm thinking, what kind of image of a life is that? You're just lying on the couch and food is coming in and just, you're not doing anything. You're just kind of there. And it's like, oh my good, when they start expanding that out, it's like, that's not an abundant life. That's not a whole life.
Are there days that you wish you could just do that though? Yes.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's what we think. We think that will bring us satisfaction and fulfillment. But the reality is, it doesn't.
Right.
So I wanted to. We have about, I think, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. 6 minutes. Minute off. I got this time thing, and I know it's an issue. But anyway,
time relative, David.
Yeah, sometimes it seems a lot longer than others. Yeah. But here's what I was thinking. For those folks that maybe you struggle with service, maybe it's like, gosh, I don't know what to do, to serve someone else, and I kind of get that. One of the reasons I brought up what you said on the sermon, that the first step is to notice when you're being served. And it's like, what would happen when we notice that we're being served if we actually respond to that service?
Mm.
Kind of like what we did with the veterans. Thank you for your service. How would things change, not just in our lives, but other lives? Instead of taking that service for granted, we turn it around and actually I did this Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday we did an online order, and then we picked it up curbside.
Yeah.
And I said to the person, "Thank you for working today."
Yeah.
I mean, especially now we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
And here this person was working at this place, bringing the food out to our vehicle so that we did not have to go in and deal with whatever stuff might be in there as far as COVID and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what would happen if we cultivated in us this lifestyle of thanking those who are actually serving us,
Right.
even if we think that what they're doing is beneath us? Because see, that's what happens, isn't it?
Right. Right. Yeah.
You know. So I just want to throw that out as a challenge to whomever might be watching this. And as I say that, I did that Sunday, but I've forgotten to do it since.
Mm.
And that's one of the things with growth. You will forget, you will fail, you will not do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But the trick is,
to
come back the next time and say, "Oh, I forgot."
Yeah.
That's our growth. I will do it the next time.
Exactly. That's a growing stage. As you try and you try again.
Yes, exactly. And over time, it becomes part of your life.
Right.
So,
right.
And then you can feel good because it's like, hey, that's the first step.
Yeah.
And then from there, who knows where God might lead you.
Right.
Maybe turn that around in someone else's life and serve them. So yeah. So that was one of my applications from Sunday.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
Well, any closing words?
Oh man.
Any words of wisdom
out there? That would be one. Things are crazy with the numbers and everything. We've been watching them closely, so I will say to everyone, stay safe out there, and be blessed.
Oh, there we go.
And be blessed.
Yeah, stay safe and be blessed. Be healthy as well. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's. Oh, we did have a comment. Oh my goodness, I didn't have the comments.
Oh,
going. Let's take a vacation so I could work. Well, there's something interesting. Huh. We might need to talk to Rhiannon a little bit more about the definition of vacation.
Right.
Oh, but a case in point is, in order to work well, we do need rest. We do need that space so that we can do our best work. And so maybe that's what she is speaking to. But nevertheless, I think our time is just about done.
Yeah.
So it's been great talking to you, Aaron. Feel well, be well.
Yes.
And be blessed, as you said.
Be blessed.
All right. We'll talk to you later, everyone.